can you hold out the other arm? Okay, according to my calculations, I think you might be... Okay, hold on. Okay, just going to do one more thing. I'm just gonna come in and scan you with these. Okay, and just hold still, scanning down here, scanning down here. Bottom. Okay, and then on the top. Okay, yeah, it's official. You
Bismillah. So halal mode.
closer to me. Good.
Let's swatch this 1940s nail polish. This is Revlon's Black Mask, originally released in the fall of 1940, but this bottle is from 1947. It's brand new, not evaporated at all, and it has never even been opened. It just needs a mix, and then I can paint my nails. But first, we'll look at the box it came in, as well as the original ad from 1940 for the collection. I got incredibly lucky to find this so preserved. Typically the boxes and labels have some deterioration, but the case this came in must have been stored in the ideal temperature and humidity. Everything is just so crisp, as if it was made yesterday. This box originally contained the shade Rosy Future, but there's a blend of store overstock that never made it to the sales floor. Those will be for another day. But I like that the top of the box mentions to keep this side up, to allow the white base to deposit naturally at the bottom of the bottles. For the first 50 years of nail polish history, you had to stir your nail polish before use, and mixing bowls weren't common until the 70s. But going back to bottle styles, Revlon originally launched in the 30s with a more deco-influenced bottle shape, and that was the style that Black Mask originally released in. In 1947, they modernized with the lucite wand caps and tapered cylindrical bottles. And then, sometime in 1948, they would make them a little more tapered and taller. This bottle of tortoiseshell is in the typical condition I find these. The label is no longer glossy and the cap has staining. So it's a really big deal to me that this bottle is so perfect. But let's look at the ad from this November 1940 Good Housekeeping magazine. Like most ads for women from those days, it's quite male-centered, but it's one of the earliest references I can find for vamp nails, which is so cool. If you were a teen or older in 1994, you would remember the insane hype around Chanel Vamp and the many blackened reds that came out of that era in beauty. But let's put this away and get mixing. One of my favorite things about opening a bottle that has never been opened is the sound it makes when, in this case, you release 78 years of tension. I'll unmute the clip so you can hear it. And now is when it will slowly start to evaporate, and I don't even get 3 wishes. The brush is also in great shape, except for one stray hair that I removed. The brush is made of camel hair, by the way. And the threads of this cap are flawlessly clean, so it really was a perfect seal. I'm using a lab spatula to give this a good initial stir. Since it is a darker color, there fortunately isn't too much lightning pigment on the bottom. To keep that cap and brush perfect when it's on the vortex, I'll now apply parafilm to the rim. For today's vortex talk, I want to talk about gloves and why I don't wear them. I talk a lot about why I don't want to get antique polish on my skin when I paint my nails, so naturally I'm often asked why I don't wear gloves. If I'm mixing a polish and it gets on my finger pads, it's really not an issue as I remove it quickly, and this skin is tougher than, say, the cuticle and proximal nail fold at the base of the nail that protects the live cells in the nail matrix. That is why I never flood my cuticles when I paint with antique polish, and I also wear overlays so it never touches my nail plate. We don't have ingredients lists for much older ones, so I never recommend others to wear these. I do these videos to share history and take a lot of care in doing so. But when it comes to gloves, if I was to wear them, I'd lose a lot of my tactile sensitivity. Meaning, if the polish was to get on the glove, I wouldn't feel it and I could then transfer it to the paper label without my awareness. I would be absolutely devastated if I got polish on an irreplaceable label, especially one so pristine as this one. It's not exactly something you can reverse. But in my days of archaeology, we were never made to wear gloves, and Mr. Dusty's worked for years dealing in rare books, and gloves were also a no-no, since a clean hand is always more gentle on old paper than a non-sensitive one. So hopefully that answers the question about why gloves aren't ideal for what I do. Black Mask is now well mixed, so I'll gently clean the rim just in case any polish got on it, and then we can swatch it. To avoid flooding the cuticles, I touch down, leaving 1/3 of the nail towards the cuticle, and then I gently fan out and push the brush back. You have a lot more control of the polish bead, and it won't get away from you. Also be sure not to overload your brush. When I dip my brush, I use the rim to scrape off the side that will face upward and keep the bead nail side. With the second coat, I don't do the pushback method as noticeably, as it will typically stay in the bounds of the first coat. but this polish was an absolute pleasure to paint with. Here's the final look as a full manicure without top coat. The ring finger has one little bump catching the light, but overall I'm enamored with this polish. As the 1940s progressed and we entered the war, vampy reds got darker and darker, but this one may have been the one to set that trend in motion. If you'd like to replicate this look, I'd recommend one like Essie Bordeaux. It's deep but not quite blackened. Let me know what you think of Black Mask in the comments below, and I'd love to know what you found most interesting, or if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna need you to get really sleepy, okay? I'm gonna get you really sleepy. Go ahead and look at the pink, look at the pink, look at the pink. Okay, do not look at my fingers. Do not look at my fingers, do not look at my fingers. Are you looking at this pink or this pink? Bad decision. Okay, look at the green. Okay, look at the green. Alright, listen.